I've just been listening to a lot of video essays. So yeah, it's a lot of how, boy, everybody's a lot meaner now and all that. But yeah, I think part of it definitely is because our government that yeah, I think that's the main issue. At least like it is what freaking trickled down to every other thing that would influence it. And I do think that is true. Like it really makes you think about a world where Bernie won in 2016, you know? Like really. Because we probably wouldn't even be like remotely close to where we were now, right? I think people would have seen what Bernie implemented and then be like, oh, this is actually awesome. And then like basically what's going on in Mexico would have happened, right? We'd be on that right now. And yeah, I think it's another part is like people are just generally miserable. So like that's part of the issue. And yeah, it's not great. And yeah, I don't know. It's freaking nuts, dude. I think the main reason I'm like nowadays because like yeah, I don't really talk to anybody except for like my mom and then my one friend at school, and we only talk at school. So like yeah, if they're not at school, I basically only talk to my mom. That is the only human interaction I really have. Or like my brother on Christmas when we're opening presents, like that's it. Or like the occasional like all three of us have to help out on something. But stuff like that. Yeah. And like I do get with like the spot we're in, right? Like it's very easy to feel miserable. It's very easy. But yeah, like you just gotta like hope is what kills evil, you know? It's what'll get you through. Just hoping for a better outcome, being optimistic, you know, optimism, right? And also if you like radio optimism, then people come to respect you a lot too. I'm obviously going, you know, on the board in Inside Baseball for it, Subaru. A lot of people respect Subaru because her nickname is the sun. She is literally a ray, a shining beam of light, you know, and like people feel lifted from like listening to her. Like Sue even said like, oh yeah, Subaru saved my life. Because I think she was also in a bad spot. And like yeah, Subaru's house burned down, but she still had optimism about it. Now I think it was she's built different with her having like optimism after that, or like, you know, just working at it. Like for the average person, I'm sure like that would have been hard to recover from, but she went straight back to work, you know. I think that's actually why she applied to Hololive. It was like immediately following that, or like kind of recently, if I remember that clip right. But yeah, it's like kind of nuts, you know. Yeah. Like I think having optimism is like very important. I'm not sure if that's something that like you learn. Maybe for some people it has to be learned. Some people they just have it naturally, right? It's like a spectrum. But yeah, it's, and like, yeah, it makes sense because what's going on in the world, there's not a whole lot of optimism, you know. Like, yeah, like, it's just real rough, dude, and it's like, I just don't understand how people can just be as hateful as they are. It's like, even the thing with me though is like, I'd say I'm like just as isolated and asocial as other people, and even then, like, I'm not like that. Yeah, maybe it's another thing where I'm also built different. Like, I didn't need to like be around that many people, you know, for me to gain that, right? But maybe other people do. Yeah, the neurodivergent part, yeah. Yeah, it's just so frustrating too, because like, obviously these people don't care either. Like, you can never get it through to them. I just wish I had more people to talk to. But like, I don't know if I can just collab. It would have to be people equally as small. And like, I think it'd be weird. This might be my brain overthinking it, but like, I feel like also have to be people who are okay with like me talking about serious stuff. I mean, yeah, it's probably not that big of a deal, right? Like, we can just, you know, if we want to like have fun, we can do that. Because even my friend, like, I have that like one friend I can have these serious talks with, right? So, which I think is very valuable. I think you should have that one friend. I would be that one friend. But like, if you want to talk about serious stuff, I'm all about it. But like, yeah, they would. I think I do also need like a friend that like, because like we can do that, but like, I think I need someone who's like very similar interests to me is my thing. Because me and my friend, like, we do have kind of the same interests, but not really. You know. I mean, we were just talking about when I was doing that Civ stream in my chat, like, we had none of the same Steam games. Except for ones that were, like, free. And then the only one of that was Risk. Because we played it in Discrete Math. And it was like, I'm pretty sure it's a free version if you want to, like, play and, like, learn it a little bit. So yeah, that's the only one. But... yeah. Like, I do think, honestly, like, that social skills class, like, it's even more important than I think it ever has been. Because, yeah, people are getting more asocial. I think having a class to, like, force people to be social, like, sure, like, introverts, it's gonna be hard to get introverts involved, and I think with that, you would have to figure out the best tactics for getting them involved, right? But I think as long as you're, like, very welcoming and, like, you know, you're very understanding, it would help. But yeah, I think we should have like a social skills class, or just even like a class where we just talk with each other. You know? Because yeah, it really is getting bad. And obviously is adding to a bunch of extra stuff too. It's not good. So yeah. I mean, I think it also is out, like, I've talked so much about me being like a stagnation period, and it really is true. Because like, I'm basically just waiting out this rest of my school year. They'd said senior year would be the most fun year, and my god, has it been the most mind-numbing for me, dude. Absolutely. Like, if I ever say which year was the most mind-numbing, like, absolutely it was freaking senior year. Good lord. I guess, yeah, that's the thing with senior year. It's fun when you have friends. When you only have like one person you talk to and you're only with them for just like 3 periods. The other like 5 get very Very mind-numbing and very boring. Like, my god. It was the first 4, but then his freaking gym stuff got screwed over, so we had to take a middle school gym in my study hall. Like, awesome. So another study hall where I'm to myself, dude. Jesus. Dude, my end of the year is probably gonna be insane with how much music I've listened to. Like, it's nuts. I spend probably like at least 3-4 hours like listening to music a day, like on school days. Which I'm sure isn't as crazy as some other people, but like, it's freaking nuts, dude. Like, I think that's one of the reasons though why I made the freaking quiz on Jet Punk is because, like, what else am I gonna do, dude? Like, I have nothing. I have a senior English class where we've been assigned nothing for the past like 2 months, I think. And the last thing I was assigned was like us as an introduction to our essay unit, and we haven't done anything else. So I basically have like 5 periods where we're sitting there doing nothing. Like, yeah, I gotta do something to fill up the void, you know? And obviously being on like Twitter and stuff is freaking like a no-go. Like, unless I'm scrolling through my timeline, like, yeah. Because at least like I have like Edinger, right? But at least it's like funny, you know? Like, it's more on the comedic side or like giving some points, right? But like, it's more of a lot easier to take in type political thing. Like, my god, dude. Like, maybe Blue Sky would be better to scroll through. Even like when I was looking, like, I think I said on the Xion graduation stream, but like when I went through it, there was only like 3 or 4 posts here and there and be like, oh man, Xion's graduating. So that was another thing, because I didn't look at the Xion trending thing, because like I don't want to deal with all the freaking nonsense it's gonna go through here, but I did see someone being like, oh yeah, Cover really should stop overworking their talents. But the thing is, like, and even Shuri said it when Fauna was leaving, right? Or at least Fauna made the announcement and like everyone in hysterics. She already said like, oh no, I can choose like what work I want to work on, right? And I think even Suisei was talking about like, why don't you just ask Hiroshi then like stop working so hard, you know, or like stop doing all that stuff, you know, overworking themselves. You know, like, because that's the thing, it's not the company's fault. Like, why would they give Subaru also like the 3-week break, right, that she just had in January? That doesn't sound like a company that'd be overworking on purpose. That doesn't sound like something they do. Like, why are some people like not in the New Year's Cup thing? It sounds like they didn't want to be, right? So like, to me it sounds like, you know, the company probably would want all of them to be part of it, right? I'm sure there's some stuff probably like the Sports Fest, right, where they kind of had to be there. I think. Was Kobo in the Sports Fest? Because I know Kobo doesn't like Minecraft. I don't think she was. I know people say like, oh, Kobo helps out with like setting up stuff for Minecraft, but I actually don't know if Kobo was. Actually, there might have been some that weren't part of it, even still. I don't think all of Hololive was a part of it. So yeah, even that, like, I think it's changed in the way of it's just trying to be more brand safe. That's the way it's changed because it's gone public. They're just trying to be more brand safe for like sponsors, and that's, I think, basically it. They, at least as of right now, they still have not changed in any other way. It's just, again, they're trying to be more brand safe. That's the big change, at least from like what Pecora talked about. Because the EN members are like, yeah, nothing's really changed, but like Pecora, I think mainly what she talked about was like terms for like games and stuff. That was it. So yeah, I think it's just them being more brand safe, and I think that's just because they're public. That's the only thing that's different. Like, yeah, that's another thing though. Like, just like call out the company for like doing bad stuff that like is known to be true. Like, And like I don't know if that person, like maybe they didn't see the clips. But like yeah, don't call out them for doing stuff they didn't do. That doesn't help anyone. And also like yeah, it makes other people think like that thing is true when it's not. Like dude, also like Grande and like Corey, Miko, they've done 24-hour streams, like, and Kyla, like their managers have really told them like stop, please. Even their managers are like stop doing this. Like it's just something that's just demonstrably untrue, that like they overwork them. Like yeah, if anything it should be more of a wake-up call for the talents themselves to like have a check-in with themselves, right? And like, you know, start realizing I'm not invincible, right? Like I should be taking breaks every once in a while, right? I think it's because all of them just like streaming too much, which like yeah, I think that can be a hard trap to get out of, but it is just one of those things where it's like you gotta like, you know, check in, like stop, take a minute, because it's like that's what Subaru did for her like 2 or 3 week long break. I forget how long it was, but it was like 2 or 3. Like she took a minute and it was like my throat's not great, and then she took a break. And that's kind of the thing they like should be doing. Like yeah, I guess you can argue like, oh, it might be putting pressure on the talents to do it, but at the end of the day it's still their choice on if they do it or not. And I guess like yeah, maybe what the company can do is just stress even more that like they don't have to do it if they don't want to. But I feel like as a company that's really like the only thing you can do. Just be like, are you sure? Like you don't have to do this if you don't want to. Like that I think that's the only thing they really can do in that case. Everything else just wouldn't work. Yeah, I think the mental physical stuff like that is just them more than it is the company. Because like yeah, the company really can't manage personal demons all that much, especially if they don't open up about them. And like I don't know if she on like, because she said she was in the hospital, so like, I don't know if she went to like therapy. It seemed like also maybe physically she wasn't doing well. I wonder if she was in like a asylum then or something like that. Like she was getting to like that level. Yeah. Again, I just kind of hope that Xion gets the help she needs and then comes back to streaming. You know? Yeah. Or yeah, I just haven't been feeling great these last like few hours. I think like again, it was the stuff I watched and it's like, man, I maybe should like stop with the video essays for a little bit. should just put the brakes on them for a little bit, because it's not helping me. It does suck though, but like literally the thing for me to like feel better is just to completely shut off like that part, you know, like that's what does it. Because like I've said it before, but like my mom can't afford therapy, and like I think if I get a job, like yeah, I can. I think my issue though is like, since my mom's already gonna like pay for all the needs, right? Like all the utilities, like, you know, food for the most part. She'll probably still want me to like make some meals, so like maybe I'd have a little bit going there, but like it seems like she's gonna pay for most of that stuff, so I feel like I'm just gonna have a lot of money that like I'm just not gonna know what to do with. Because it is a lot. Like I'm suddenly going from like basically 0, getting like maybe 100, like every year around my birthday and Christmas to like actually getting a steady income. And like, yeah, maybe that is one of the things you just figure out in adulting. But like, I feel like also though, like, they typically will have you pay for other stuff. So like, you're more used to that. I'm worried with that also. Like, it's gonna give me bad muscle memory, because that's something I'm really good at, is having bad muscle memory. From me playing fighting games, I'm well aware I develop muscle memory at least like very quickly, and it can be to my detriment. Where like I'll just learn bad muscle memory, and it's very hard to break out of it. So yeah, I think also though, what just add on to my overall thing is because I was just thinking back to like my dad and just like honestly how useless he was as a father figure. He was so useless. Like, I'm just looking back on them now, it's like, man, like he just made me a useless human being in my entire childhood. Just made me useless. I mean, the thing is, like, he never wanted kids. Like, he just wanted my mom to handle it entirely and didn't want us to learn chores. Like, just made me and my brother nothing, dude. Like, just made us into like, and like, yeah, like now I have to like step up, but like it's so hard when you're older, right? In your entire childhood you're growing up on like, oh yeah, you get all the free time in the world and stuff, right? Like, it's so hard to then be like, oh yeah, I want to do this now, right? It's so hard to do that. I think if I can learn like to just watch streams, and I think I should start by watching streams in general, like when they're live, or even just like VODs. Like, VODs also work. And just playing those in the background while doing something. I just need to learn to do that. I do that with like on the exercise bike, but like, yeah, it's like music. But like, that's kind of like the very, very first step, right? Because like, I think I could do the monotonous stuff like dishes. I think I could. Like, just let me just play some music and I'll be right on there, you know? It's what it's been saying about like editing, why I can't do it. Because I think if I could just listen to music while doing it, I think I'd actually be able to do it. The problem is you have to listen to the video. So I can't really listen to music while editing. I'm sure people who are like good at it, right? Like, I mean, also I just look for subtitles typically. Like, I don't do edits. So like, I guess it wouldn't be too bad as long as I can like make out what I'm saying. Like, I probably could do it. It's just, another issue is like I don't have like headphones or something like that. Like, I have to switch my earbuds to. Well, I do, but like for some reason they're so bad. I don't know. You see, I don't know why. They sound so bad. So yeah, they're basically just speakers for console games again. Which like I'm fine with, like I'm happy about. Like, it is weird like playing console games just having zero audio, but yeah. I've noticed like every like few weeks I'll just have a stream like this where I'm just like I'm talking and it's just kind of like, man, you know, because I just have these episodes occasionally. Again, I'm sure like therapy would be very helpful. Because like I don't think I'm at the depression thing. Like, I think if I go to therapy, it would actually like work out for me. It would help me out a lot. It's just, again, we don't have the money for it. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice like having a trending, like stuff trending and it's not super toxic. That's great. Well, except the Hollister stuff. But that was because people were bad mouthing Hollistars at the event for some reason. It's like, why? Just spend time being positive, not negative, dude. Like, come on, man. See, I think they have a upward, like, uphill battle also, like, being a part of, like, other stuff, because I think some of the girls, like, and it's just in general with men, like, don't really, like, want to do stuff with them. Like, just men in general, so obviously includes them as well. I just wish they would kind of step out of their comfort zone, because I assume it's because they've had bad experiences with men. And I'm sure, but like, the thing also is just like, it's probably from like middle school and high school, right? And like, yeah, I'm dealing with those men, and they're absolutely freaking like unbearable. So like, I get it. Like, that is probably one of the main things I'm looking forward to, and just like getting like a paycheck. It's just like, I don't have to deal with those people anymore. Because God, they are unbearable. I lose my mind every time. That'll be nice, but yeah, I do think they would probably meet some more mature people. What else is just like with the culture of Japan? I feel like they would more likely be like, I guess, I don't know how to really phrase it. That like would sound good, but you know, it seems like with Lolly, you know, some more of the media that's over there, I just think that it could carry over, you know. So yeah, they could just be real weird. I mean, not saying that America's also clear of that. There's also people that are like that in America, but maybe in Japan it's more likely. It's just hard to tell though, because like those are, you have to ask people, and sometimes people are too like embarrassed or whatever to like talk about that stuff, so kind of hard to get data on that kind of thing. Yeah, I think Ame doing like a voiceover of like announcements or whatever is like the first affiliate thing they've done. Or I think like small Ame still being there, because I might have been part of it too. Was there a fauna stand at the Ian Reco thing? Because if there wasn't, then yeah, they just like completely like retcon, like they have them on the website, right, as like alumni basically, and like their channels are still up, I think, but like that's about it. It seems like any future stuff is like, all right, they're out. Which seems weird to me, but all right. You know, because like, yeah, it is like the talents basically that will call back to them. It's not the company like ever. I mean, maybe for like your 3D, I think if they reference something, because I think like people are like, oh, girl, look at the stars, like referencing Ame, but even then, Ame is an affiliate, so it'd make more sense of then. Have they ever done a song by like a graduated member? I guess it would have been like the first year that happened, right, with Aqua, but I don't think anyone's sung an Aqua song. I don't know if Coco had any originals. It might have just been the Gen 4. She was only there for like, what, a year and a half? She wasn't there for that long. She did make one of the biggest impacts though. Just crazy. Yeah, one of the things I did want to say on that on graduation stream is like, Hololife's old enough so like it can get its own eras at this point. Like, it's kind of crazy. Because like, just like some that like I don't necessarily have names for, is like when Sora was there, like only Sora. Then like you have basically all the other gens going in, like 1 through 4, and then obviously all the solo debuts, so like Gen 0. And And then you have, well, now Gen 4 would be the new era, because I think Coco debuting is like, that's the next era after that. Although Gen 3 is just huge, so I'm not sure if Gen 3 also was like a big boom for Hollow as well. I feel like it might have been. So maybe like Gen 3, Gen 4, right? Like Coco. And I think the whole era of like Coco, like that's its own era. And I think the next era would be Hollow X and Council debuting. And then I think it would basically stretch out until Advent debuts, right? Like that whole year. And then Advent Regloss, I feel like was that new era. And then I think once Aqua left, this is the current era we're in, is once Aqua basically announced her graduation. Which I don't think people would have realized it, but yeah. I think after how many stuff has happened here, like yeah, I think with Aqua leaving, like Aqua's announcement, I think was the start of the new era. Because I don't think I'd really count Mel's, even though like Mel was another member that left. It was a termination, so I feel like that's different. In fact, like all the other ones have been because they've left, you know, on their own accord. I think that's part of it. I think yeah, that's the start of this next, like that was the start of this current era we're in of Hololive. Like yeah, you can have like pretty distinguishable eras of Hololive. Like it's getting that old. It's like 8 years this year at least. I think it's cover. I think Hollow was 2018, so 7. It's pretty crazy. Actually, I think they have their debut dates on the website. Let me know this like a Sora's. No, she did debut in 2017. Yeah, so be 8 years. I guess they were like called Hololive probably in 2018. I do like how her Furryverse stream is one of her recommended videos. That's funny. I should listen to Sora's music. I would say with like the group ones, like the concert songs, like the songs they make for the concerts, I actually don't really like them as like songs, you know, to like listen to. Like I'm sure watching them live though, like I get it, and like I know like what they're going for, but yeah, it is interesting how like just like listening to them, like yeah, it's not like a playlist song, you know. I wasn't really feeling it. So yeah. God, I don't want to go to school tomorrow. I wish my mom gave me 2 hooky days. Because like tomorrow is actually like a day where like I absolutely just don't want to go to school. I think this is like my mental shot right now. So like if it wasn't, I think I would be fine. I just hate how mind-numbing the freaking year is. And like I guess at least I have like 2 months left, but like my god, dude. I think it is insane. Ugh. I just wish I knew like I just grew up doing chores, you know? Because obviously when you first do it, it's like, I don't really want to do it, but like, yeah, no, you realize once you don't do it, man, it would have been so nice. Because then I just would have done them, not really thought about it, you know? It's just like, that's a part of life that I gotta do, but like, I can't. I hate it so much. Oh yeah, also probably my mom got a freaking letter of like, oh, you've been missing like a lot of days. Because apparently they counted when I was leaving early due to a doctor's appointment as an absence, which is the dumbest thing. Because also I left in my period is study hall. Why am I retaking a grade because I missed study hall? I get it's like, oh, it's like class-wide policy, but come on, people, put exceptions in there. Like, there's some nuance. Have we not heard of nuance before? It's so stupid. Like, yeah, no, that is unbelievably stupid. And like I think now that my mom got the letter, like she's not gonna let me. It's like, oh, what if I get sick or something? And I think I have a dentist appointment. Actually, is it Tuesday? Is it this week? I don't remember if it's this Tuesday or next Tuesday. I did see I have a dentist appointment. It's like that's another day I'm gonna be gone. I guess technically, even though it's in the afternoon. And again, I'm missing study hall. I guess on the bright side, like April, I think they're doing state testing, so like those weeks will probably fly by. So I don't have to do any of that. So like I can just come in super early, or super late rather, on all those days, which is nice. But yeah, the rest of this is gonna be such a freaking slog, dude. Because yeah, I have like a psych and a social class that's fun, and then I have a discrete math class that sucks, and then study halls. Essentially, because we have not done anything in English, as I've already mentioned. So yeah, it's thrilling. That's for sure. Yeah. I'm just thinking back to like how some of the girls like, 'cause I think some of them grew up on like, oh yeah, idols like they can't collab with dudes. Like some of them grew up on that, right? And I think that's just the culture they grew up in. It's not really anything you can really do about that. So like I'll just respect their decision on that. But like if they've had like a bad experience with like the other gender, like I don't even know how you would, especially like as you are that other gender, right? I don't even know how you would get them to be okay with it. I think you would just have to be friends with like a mutual, right? You would just have to be a friend with the mutual and then like tag along or something like that, or like the mutual has to like invite both of you. I think that's like the only way, or at least like one of the easier ways, I guess. I mean, like, yeah, it is a shame that stuff happens, you know? It really is. Like, yeah, obviously it's easier as a dude to be like, yeah, come on, just get over it, right? But, like, I think a lot of people forget what, like, there's a lot of men that do scary stuff out there. I mean, there are women too, like, I'm not gonna exclude them entirely, but most often it is men. And they do it to women. And it's because mentally they're not great. And then we just shame these people, which will make them mentally worse. And more likely to do the thing. They'll just accept the label. And then they'll make it, like, they'll affect more people. And I'm not saying, like, don't call people out for the crimes, like, do that. But I'm saying, like, you know, you should do that, but then pressure them to get help. You know, that's what you should do. You shouldn't just blindly hate the person. Because, yeah, they're just going to accept that label that you're giving them. They're basically giving you that label. So, like, don't do that. I think it is one of the more frustrating things about the criminal justice system, at least online. It's like, yeah, a person will get caught for a crime, right? But then they'll just keep either giving that label to that person, like never letting them live it down, right? Or like, they just like endlessly throw hate at them. And it's like, why, dude? That's not how you fix them. That just makes it worse. Yeah. I think it'd probably like find people who to collab with though, to like talk with people. It's just like, again, I can't talk with people, so my social skills are real bad, so I get real nervous about that stuff. So I think that's the main issue. You know, just a little bit. Yeah, I'm just. Yeah, it's also just someone like who's just like, oh yeah, I just want to see like VTuber community crash and burn. So like, I don't understand how you can just have that much hate inside of you. Like that is actively like you need to get some help. Like you actually need to find help. Like that's not healthy to have as much hate as that one person does. You know, like you need help. Yeah, and every time I think about it, like Pokemon and like gross stuff, like it always just makes me like the conclusion I came out of is just like which rock bottom part of the communities, like of both those communities, is more rock bottom, you know? That's what that was. It's like awesome, dude. That's great. Yeah, and I feel like also like it always gets represented by the worst people. Because like the stuff that gets posted, I feel like from outside the VTuber community is just always like, you know, obviously like the horniest stuff, like the worst stuff. I mean, even in the community, like yeah, the stuff that gets clipped often is like, you know, the unhinged, like yabai stuff. Like it's insane to me. I think there was a clipper that was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna clip like more of like the wholesome stuff, but I don't remember what they were. Because I also don't think I've been recommend their stuff at all. They might have just stopped making clips. And the thing is, like, I saw someone being like, oh yeah, no, they probably get like embarrassed if you like you clipped like the actually like more wholesome, maybe not like serious stuff. I forget how exactly I phrased it. It was like, I think sometimes like that's the stuff they want to be clipped. You know, like you need a balance, and I think that's the problem. Like a lot of those people have is like there's no balance. It's just all on the one side, right? I know even Mume talked about it on the New Year's Countdown stream with Fauna and CC, I believe. Of like, oh yeah, I always check clips to see like what was funny during that stream, but they always clip like the out of context, like yabai stuff. And then literally 3 days later on Fauna's graduation stream, what was the most thing that was clipped? It was her Discord cutting out when she said happiness, so it's not like she said penis. That was the most clipped thing, and like the thing was clipped immediately from that. Literally just proved a point. I think that's still my favorite thing though, from like, every time I like clip stuff, you know, I'm really into clips. That's gotta be the funniest thing. And I'm sure the same person that clipped that with what Mume said, then clipped the freaking thing. Clipped that on the graduation stream. Like, you can't make it up that literally 3 days later, she was proven right instantly. Like, instant vindication, you know? I think it's another thing though, like, that's why you need more, like, talent-specific clippers, because then they actually clip, like, the more wholesome stuff. When you have like more general clippers like that, like yeah, they can only take probably like the craziest stuff, and I think they often go for collabs more, or like have multiple members in one clip. Unless I'm sure it's like something like very serious or something. But yeah, like That's another thing of like having actually like, you know, talent specific clippers, or like one that mostly clips one person. So yeah, obviously you want like the biggest stuff of the stream, right? That makes the most sense. But I'm sure there's a lot of gems in those streams that like often aren't clipped, you know. And dude, I don't even want to like go through my streams to find clips, so like I wouldn't want to do that with over 80 talents, you know. That seems like a bit much. I think if I were a clipper though, I wouldn't want to clip more like serious conversation stuff, you know. Actually, Fauna did have that. You know what? Yeah, Fauna did, but she also had like 3 clippers to herself. So that would do it. Honestly, some of them would just take like the whole stream, or like a third of it, basically. So yeah, that was that. I'm too fair though, even some that are like talent specific, like they still clip like the most Yabai stuff of them. They don't usually like clip the more wholesome stuff. Even thinking of like that Shiori clipper. Because that's what really made me think about it, because like a lot of people in the comments who are like actually are fan of Shiori, like, yeah, no, like it's actually like, one of the most like mature like fan bases probably, because like Shiori like cuts them off, like they don't go too crazy, you know. So like yeah, they're like probably some of the most mature fan base in Hololive. But like yeah, you wouldn't know it with the clips of Shiori that are out there. Because again, like that, her cutting off her viewers or whatever from like getting to that point, like I feel like is rarely shown. Like yeah, I wish they showed more moments like that though. Because I feel like it gives a better idea also to like people who just watch clips, right? Of like what this person is like. Like even having like one clip of it, you know? Like I feel like even that would be like good. Because like yeah, there's a lot of stuff you don't get from just watching clips, which makes sense, but like again, I just kind of wish the like spread of it was more like, oh, I kind of like I can at least paint a picture of what the person is. But yeah, no, you really only get them at their most Yabai. I will say though that like with people like, oh no, they'd be like corrupted or whatever, like you know, the Yabai stuff still happens though. It's like you have to acknowledge that they still happen. Like they say the things they say, you know. You can't just act like those don't exist, or like they don't know what they're doing or anything like that, right? Yeah. Like I do think honestly the reason why they don't collab hosters is just they don't want to. It's really just that simple. Or like yeah, their collab circle's already big enough, and like it's fair if you look at how big Hollow is. There's like over 80 of them. They'll probably have a big enough like collab circle. You know. Wasn't there another Hololive member that collab with Stars though? I feel like it was another Justice member or something. I can't remember. I'm blanking now. Or it was an ID. It might have been an ID member. But I feel like it was like another EN member, but I can't remember. Dang it. Dude, because I thought I remembered seeing that. I guess I could look at their streams maybe. Be like the best way of looking at it. Because I'm pretty sure I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw it, but I feel like I follow so many people that yeah, I'm probably just gonna have to just gonna have to look at it, see what that means. I thought it was a Justice member though, maybe. But I can't think of it. I don't think it was CC. Oh, this is also from February. Because this says Valentine's stream. So yeah, she hasn't updated that. Yeah, I don't think it was CC. Maybe it was for Aurora? I can't remember, dude. But I swear that was like, oh yeah, we're doing with it's happening with freaking like an EN member or something. And I guess I can just check Liz. Liz would be the safest bet. But yeah, I don't think that's it. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna find it. Shoot. That's annoying. Like, I'm probably just gonna have to scroll for so long, so I guess I'll start doing that. Alright. Yep. Actually, I'll just do this so this, you know, new post thing I can just go back to. Alright, let's go scrolling. Okay, I think it was actually maybe around this time. Let's see. Oh, it was a Halloween post, I'm pretty sure. I can just go through there or something. That would probably go by a bit faster. I think it was a Halloween post. You're like, oh yeah, this is happening. I just have to get through all the songs they were doing. Gotta make sure, you know. So what's different about the creator stage? That's the thing, like, I didn't know. Also, I wasn't really, like, paying attention, you know. It's like the first year I've been a fan, right? So, like, I wasn't there for the 5th fest, so, like, I wouldn't even know back then. Yeah, but I thought there was something with, like, one of them, Clive went Hollister's, but also it's weird they made Ruse's 3D like the day after Fest, but alright. It seems just like a little weird. Oh, it was his birthday live. I was like, is that a concert? No, it's not. Maybe I'm wrong. Or it just wasn't EN and I missed it. I might have missed it. God dang it. I do like though how like on Twitter like Hollister's is with EN, right? Except for freaking like it's on like the smallest platform that they have a presence on. Like sick, dude. Yeah, maybe I'm just imagining it. That's very possible. I didn't even see the Mass Novelty group pick, even though it was like in the time I was scrolling through it. Alright. That's on me, I think. Yeah, maybe I just misremembered it. Or I could have passed it. Yeah, I think it was with a lot of other Justice posts. Maybe that's what I was thinking was Justice. It was because of that, but that might be why. Yeah. Also, there's really a lot of stuff in here like I just didn't see. Like that's also weird. All right. Yeah, I think I probably just read it wrong.
At Bob's Discount Furniture, you get the lowest prices every day. Like our modular Bob, which configures to fit your family at just $250 each section.
Dang.
Sleep well on our game-changing mattresses like my
Yep.
highly rated Prize and news-making Treasure, and quality meets value with our Ellington dining set. Only $12.99 every day. No phone.
Oh yeah, maybe it's like a
sales
merch
ever.
thing.
When you get everyday low prices on the furniture of your dreams, there's only one thing to say. Oh my Bob!
Bob's Discount
It
Furniture.
might have just been a merch thing. I think there was also day 2 thing, and I'm at the opening stuff. Well. Yeah, I can't find it. I feel like if I look up All Stars, I'm just gonna be in a freaking swamp that I don't want to be a part of. So. Yeah, I'm good. I guess Mob would have been better. Whatever. I guess as soon as Street Math, I get a freaking free day, but that's one day. I think we have a test after that day then also, god dang it. The coding days are nice because we basically do nothing. Like, it's basically just copy and pasting the code they give us. It's like you don't even have to really use your brain. Like every once in a while they'll have you use your brain with coding, but like for the most part it's pretty simple. Yeah. Those days were nice. I will say that like that class has an issue of like, because I think critical thinking is important, right? But like there's a important difference between like a big difference between making you use your brain on a question and just making a question so vague you don't even know what they're talking about. Like that's the thing. Like most of those questions I'm like, what is this asking? And like that's the issue. Like I can't really use my brain when like I don't even know what the question's talking about. And like the thing is like I'm sure those last questions always are like, alright, wrap it up, put the whole idea together, and it's like I don't know what it was even asking. It's like I don't even learn anything from doing the whole thing. You're too busy being like, so what was that again? It sucks. I hate it. It's also really unfortunate. Like, I just don't like making clips. Like, I guess I could try the whole freaking like VTuber clip thing, but like the thing is I have no visual. That's the problem. Like you would be looking at subtitles. I'd have to basically center it around like having subtitles as the only visual. Because at least like when you're watching a VTuber, their model moves. Mine doesn't. It's a PNG. So like I can't really do that. It's essentially like a podcast. Like I know people listen to podcasts, but like it's not going to keep a lot of people's attention, basically. I think where I'm getting at with this. That's the main issue. Now, if I had a model, that'd be helpful. But I also have no money. So I can't do that. And that's the thing about like my own paying for everything though, like an option I could do is just pay someone my salary that I'd be getting essentially to like make clips or something. So like I that is a realistic thing I could do. I probably shouldn't do that. I guess I'd have to figure it out, see what happens. Probably build up money first and then start doing that, but yeah. Just don't like making clips, man. I think it's because I burnt myself editing like when I first started out with content creation. And yeah, that was it. Not great, because I also was like, well, I gotta be bound to a schedule also, so I just forced myself to do it. And I just did not enjoy it. It's why I started streaming, is because like I didn't like editing. That's entirely the reason. Yeah, they made it so Kick is free to stream on Streamlabs. Great. Awesome, dude. YouTube, you still gotta pay for it, though. I mean, let's be honest, like, I think that one's always gonna be, you have to pay for it because there'd be no other reason than to... Like, literally zero reason to freaking have that, because nobody's streaming anywhere else. It's either like Twitch or YouTube. People are streaming anywhere else, then like, yeah, that's crazy. Actually, what was I using for it? I don't think it was that one. It was this one. Was this one? I don't know if this is the right one. Is it? I mean, I did set it up now. Unless this is the wrong one. I'd have to... I'd have to do that. Like, that's the thing that's annoying, is like, multi-stream is on the freaking subscription thing. That's $27 a month, dude. Like, that's... I'm literally only gonna use the multi-stream for that. Like, I get it has, like, all this extra stuff. I'm not using it. Like, that's insane. God dang, dude. I mean, maybe some of the Cloudbot stuff, but, like, that would be it. That's a heavy maybe. The other thing you can do with that, though, is just make a name for it. That's the only thing that's different. Why? That's not worth it. Like, I would still do that, but, like, that's not worth $27. Like, it's not worth $27 a month. What is the queue for? I guess maybe for, like, chat games or something like that. Like, a 1v1 game. Might be for that. But yeah, like, dude. Yeah, that's like the only thing it shows like Ultra gives you is naming bot accounts. Awesome. That's so cool, dude. Yeah, isn't this one using this account? Oh, yeah, no, it is using whatever this is, I think. It's not using this one, which is an issue. Can I disconnect that? Can I really not? Because this says it's connected. Are you freaking kidding me, dude? Oh, maybe like in the actual settings of it. Maybe. No, it doesn't look like it. Wow, that's crazy. Well, it says I can't choose while I'm live, so yeah, maybe it'll let me afterwards. But yeah, that's crazy. 27 a month, dude. Like, that's a pretty big dent out of a freaking someone's paycheck, I'm sure. Like, the average person's paycheck. Like, that's nuts. 27 a month. For, again, like, basically using multi-streaming is probably what I use it for. Insane. Oh yeah, I did hear like that they're probably getting rid of the whole like affiliate system, and I think like everybody's just gonna be monetized. Well, not everybody, but like the people. I assume like the barrier to entry is affiliate, but like yeah, they're getting rid of it. It's just gonna be your partner or not. So, well, it still says affiliate on there. It says like path to affiliate, but I guess because it's there for now. Like, is it gonna be gone soon, or? Oh man, they get a whole extra 7 days on my VODs. Like 7 days is terrible. Really? Because I think when I started streaming it was 30. You got a whole month, and now it's a week. That's terrible. I think it's because like partners, they get a month. Like they just reduced it for people less than that. Just like, oh, awesome. Yeah. If I did ad revenue, right? Like, and I had nobody watching, I just constantly ran ads. Like, would I just get money for that? Probably not, right? But. Oh yeah, they added stories on Twitch. I forgot about that. I completely forgot. I don't even think I can make emotes. Like, it's like, oh yeah, make an emote. I don't think I can. What is it talking about, dude? Is this a thing? I guess this was on. And then you just like make clips. I can post them to. Oh, it was, yeah, upload them to their socials, I think was what it was. Yeah. Yeah, I might see, like, because I think I will switch over to YouTube, because it just makes more sense for me to be over there. Like, I talk about Hololive all the freaking time, dude. Like, that's where the audience is gonna be, you know, for, like, my interests and stuff, right? It's gonna be over there. Like, it doesn't really make much sense for me to be on Twitch, because it's also smaller, too. And the thing is, like, you only need 3 viewers, and then you start making money. But, like, I don't even have 1. I've been doing this for like almost 4 years. So yeah, I technically been streaming longer than Council Girls. Not entirely true, because I'm sure their PLs were before me. But if we're talking in a technical sense, like the characters, I streamed before them, which is still crazy to think about. Like it's actually been that long, because like I feel so. I mean, I guess because I'm a newer fan, like Council debuting feels so long ago. But yeah, no, they debuted after I started streaming. So yeah, I guess the one thing is like, yeah, I'm sure like when you think about Hololive's like and VTuber stuff, like it feels like it just happened, but also feels like it happened so long ago. Like, it seemed like the initial boom, right? And like it's hard to imagine like a content creation world, right, without VTubing, because it's been here for the last 5 years. But like, yeah, it's only been there for 5 years, you know. Like content creation as a whole, like VTubers have been in it less than like less than half of when content creation's been around. It's still very recent, very new. So yeah, and I feel like it's even still like pushing limits of what it can do yet, you know. So yeah, it's very neat, very neat thing to see. Dang, it's an hour 15 and that was only an hour in. An hour 15 and I mean, I'm sure me just screwing around like not talking freaking with settings, that definitely helps. And they did make it so you could add your own alerts on Twitch itself. That's right, I forgot I did that, but yeah. I think like I have Streamlabs already, so like I don't think there's a reason to do that. Also, how would it work on YouTube? I guess subs would be like the follows, right? That's how that would work. Oh wait, where is it? Alert. Can I look at it? There's Twitch. Yeah, okay, YouTube. Yeah, it'd be the same as a follow. Okay. Cool. Preview. Okay, so that's like the YouTube one. Neat. Yeah, right. You probably could have heard that. I think you probably did. Fine. Yeah. I think if it'll let me like switch to YouTube, I'm gonna stream on YouTube. I'm still obviously gonna like take all the time Twitch, right? So I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be my 4th year, right? Like my 4th anniversary, probably May 1st, right? Because that is when I started streaming, May 1st, 2021. Which I didn't even remember, right, at the time. I had to go back and check. Because the one nice thing is that Twitch at least keeps your statistics up from that stream. So yeah, that's the first stream that has like statistics of a stream I did. So yeah, May 1st, 2021. It's my first stream. So yeah. I've been doing this for almost 4 years. Yeah, because I think next year would be 4th anniversary technically, right? But this would be my 4th year of streaming. That's how time works, right? I think. Yeah, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. Yeah. Actually, is it my 4th anniversary this year? No, because 2022 would be my first anniversary. 23 would be my second. 24 would be my third. Oh no, it is my 4th anniversary. I was right on that. Never mind. Jeez, man. Time is so weird. Like, it'd be weird like that, you know? Yeah, it's just like, it makes so much more sense for me to be on YouTube. Now I'm gonna have to like learn how YouTube streaming works, right? Because I'm sure that's its own beast. But yeah, I think another thing is that there's a lot more people on there. I just again have to figure out. I think it is very similar to like once the stream's done anyway, and this is the nice thing of YouTube, it just immediately goes up. So like I don't have to go through the headache of like, oh, I gotta record this or whatever. Like I just stream it and we're good. Like that's it. Like it'll just automatically post it back up, which is nice. That's the one thing I like about it. At least that I know of so far. Yeah, we'll see. Although like Coefficient still like he still has a because I know he has a YouTube channel, but he still like has his VOD channel or whatever. I assume because like yeah, when he records it's in like better quality, or like if you have any dropped frames, right? Like when you go back to watch it, you wouldn't notice it. I will say it's like the upside of that. I might still record them just in case. I think I'll only post VODs like if there is like a lot of like heavy dropped frames or like a time when the stream just disconnects. I think then I'll like upload the VOD for that, but I think otherwise I'll just keep the VOD of whatever the original one was. Again, this is if I can change it. So yeah. You have like 8 minutes left. I guess I can just look into it more. I wish I had another day to like really sink my teeth into it, but I got school tomorrow doing freaking nothing. Yeah, doesn't Seg like, oh, practice test is tomorrow or something? I don't know. I don't know, man. I know in Soch, like, our test we did was Friday, so we're gonna jump into a new unit then. Yeah, I don't think my mom's gonna let me have another hooky day. Unless, like, what happened with Fauna did, where I was just bawling my eyes out. then she'll probably be more open to it, but I think, like, with how I feel right now, I don't think she'd let me. Even though she's giving herself a day off tomorrow, but I mean, it's her birthday tomorrow, so that's why. But like, yeah, I think that's the only reason she'd be more open to it is because she also has a day off, but even that, I don't think she would. I guess I can, like, shoot the idea to her. She's probably gonna shut it down, though. You can just be like, no. Like, alright. Because, like, I feel like the thing is, like, I think a job will enjoy a lot more because at least I know I'm getting something out of it. I'm not getting anything out of going to school. I think that's my main issue. Is, like, I'm not getting anything. And that's the problem. And like, it's not even like, oh, like money or whatever. It's just like, there's no reason for me to be there. Like, other than like maybe psych and soc, there's no reason for me to be there. Point. I'm just hanging out doing nothing. And like, yeah, I think with what I like concluded earlier with like your senior year being like the most fun, I think it's the most fun if you have people to talk to. I don't. So yeah, it's not very fun. Ugh. How did it take up my like slight lip movements, but it didn't take the full like raspberry? All right, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I've been playing a little bit more Awakening. I completely ditched the hard mode save I was doing. I just played it back, like put it back on normal. Cause like yeah, Fire Emblem's just not a game. Like, cause it's a single player game, so it's just like not a game. I don't like. I really just don't want to learn. You know. Maybe I'll play like a bit differently and be like, oh, so like what combinations are good, right? Like I'll do that, but like I won't. I'm not gonna be like, okay, so this is the best way of doing this. Here's how I can go through this without taking as little damage as possible. Like I'm not gonna do that. I feel like that would just make the game less enjoyable for me. So like, yeah, I'm not doing that. The last thing you want to do is like, you know, just freaking have something you love not be fun anymore and you like kind of ruin it for yourself. So how does it work, the fact that like there'd be one for Twitch, one for YouTube? Would it, I just have to specify it, or would it actually like have to be different? I guess I can look on sources. It probably wouldn't be there though. I'd probably have to reset or something. Was there alert box? Add a new one. Oh, there's so much to this. I swear this wasn't as crazy as the other ones. Yeah, because you're gonna add alerts through here. Okay, well here's the YouTube one. Here it includes YouTube. Oh yeah, I guess like it's probably just included in all of it. It's probably the thing. So like when you add alert, right, it does that. So like right now it's all the Twitch stuff, but if I were to add, yeah, like subscribers and all that, that would have to be down there. And I think basically I'd have to, yeah, just turn these off. That would be how to do it. Yeah, I think the simple one would just take whatever your like if I would just do this, yeah, okay, that works. Right. I can also just do the simple one and just be like, yep, alright, good. Dude, I can't wait to like go and like go back and then be like, oh yeah, no, you actually can't do this. You still would need a subscription. I mean, this is like very surface level and I'm doing it on stream, right? So it's not like I'm really losing anything. Like if that's not the case, like I'll just maybe like put it in my back pocket, but at the end of the day, it's not that important, you know? It's whatever. Yeah, it's basically time, so it's like 30 seconds left. Those time. Yeah, I guess I'll just look and see. And also ask my mom if she might be willing for me to go cookie, but again, like, I think the fact that she got that letter, she's even more likely gonna be like, no. I might hit her with the whole, like, hey, you can sleep in. But yeah, she probably still won't. Probably not. Yeah, I'll see you Tuesday. Maybe I'm gonna stream on YouTube. We'll see. Maybe I make the switch over. And then I gotta learn a whole other beast of streaming. See how that goes. Because yeah, really my only exposure to YouTube streaming is Hololive. That's basically it. So yeah, I guess we'll truly see how it goes. I'm not even sure like how to be monetized or anything. I assume it's similar to YouTube, just how it is now, but yeah, I assume it'd be like the ad revenue on the VOD, and then like, you know, super chats, memberships, that stuff. I think like membership stuff, like you can make like exclusive videos for them, but like it'll probably just be emotes. It's like, I think it is a thing you could do. Yeah. Maybe I'll do that. We'll see. And then I can look more into the karaoke stuff on YouTube, because I think as long as it's like unarchived, it's fine. Like I know for a fact it's like that. So maybe I can work on my like singing voice and stuff too. We'll see. I think my issue for my singing voice, I don't know what songs I sound good with yet. Because I've just been singing to whatever like I like singing. And like there's a few I'm like, ooh, that I really couldn't hit that note, you know? But like I don't think there's been one where I'm like, yeah, I can absolutely kill this one. Except like Jonathan Young's cover of Bloody Storm. I think it's the title of the song, but you know, the JoJo one. That one I think I can do pretty good with. It's just, again, like, yeah, I have to know my range and like what songs I sound good with. And just test the waters a bit more. Yeah. See you Tuesday. But yeah, if this is the case though, I'm gonna switch on YouTube. I'm probably gonna have to tell that one person inside. They're like, hey, I stream. I'm gonna have to tell them, oh, I stream on YouTube now. They haven't checked out a stream at all. They're like, oh, I'll check it out. Like, I think occasionally or whatever. They haven't. So that's the thing. Yeah, I'll see you Tuesday. Maybe on YouTube, maybe on Twitch. We'll see. I can't multi-stream because that costs way too much. So yeah, I'll see you then for wherever platform I'm on. Goodbye. Also, oh, that's something though. I think it sucks about YouTube. So I'm gonna have to make my own thumbnails. And that sucks. I'm gonna just probably run it the same as Twitch, where it's just whatever. Like, it's probably gonna auto-generate something for me, and I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna make a thumbnail. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm not gonna do it. So yeah, I'll see you Tuesday, probably. Goodbye.